Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in previous videos, we have discussed about how to install Python and PyCharm. So in this video, we are going to discuss about strings and its methods. So before going to the string part, we have to understand variables. Imagine variables as containers that store values. So just like how you store your toys in a box, we store values in a variables. Example, x equal to 2 and y equal to 4. Now, if I want to add these two variables, we can use z variable and then x plus y. Now, if I print this z variable, sorry, it will give the result as 6. So, here we have stored 2 in a variable named x and 4 in a variable named y. Now, we can perform many operations using these variables. We can perform basic math operations like subtraction. If I execute this, it will show here minus 2. 2 minus 4, which results minus 2. And then we can also perform multiplication operation 8. 2 into 4 is 8. And also we can perform division operation 2 by 4, which gives 0.5. And another operation is exponentiation, which gives 2 to the power of 4. So if I execute it, the result will be 16, which means 2 power 4. Easy, right? So variables are super handy because we can change their values anytime. So if I change the value of x to the 3, now if I perform this operation, so the result is 3 to the power of 4, which gives 81. Here you can see here. But variables are not just for numbers. They can also hold text, which we can call as strings. Example, I'm giving z equal to YouTube. So if I print it, here is the output. Strings are sequence of characters. We can manipulate these characters in various ways. So we can access individual characters using their positions, which we can call them as indices. In Python, indexing starts from 0, which means y is there in the position of 0 and o in the position of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, like that, so on. So if I want to access the first position in this string, I can just mention square brackets and then 0, because in Python indexing starts from 0. So if I execute it, the result will be y. In Python, there is a concept called negative indexing, which means if I want to access the last character in this string, we can mention it as -1. So if you execute this, it will give E here. So negative indexing starts from end. So which means -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. I hope you got it. So using negative indexes, we can access characters from the end of the string. Another concept called slicing. We can also extract a part of the string using slicing method, which means if I want to extract a substring from this string, this is exclusive. So up to here, you can extract. So if I execute it, it will show out. So if you leave this empty, by default, it will go to the end of the string. Wait, I'll execute and I'll show it here. If I leave the starting index, by default, it will start from the beginning of the string. So if I execute it, see, the result is here. Suppose if you want to print the first and the last characters of a string, you can do this thing 0 and you can mention z of -1, as I have already told negative indexing part. So if we print this, the result is ye. You can see it here. Example, I'm adding another string here, my YouTube. So if I print the z, See, you can see it here. You can also give space here. If you execute it, it will show my YouTube with a space character. You can also combine multiple string operations, which means I will show it here. I'm giving new name equal to my, and then just a minute, name equal to YouTube. So if I give this, it will print, sorry, now it will print the combination of these two words, my and then YouTube, my YouTube. You can see it here. Now in Python, strings are immutable, which means you can't change them once they are created. For example, that equal to my name, and if I want to change the first letter in this Z, it will give error. Wait, if I execute it, it will show error because I can't change. That's why I told strings in Python are immutable. However, you can create a new strings based on the existing ones, which means if I'm giving h and then plus z of 1 2. Now if I print the variable h, it will give, see it here. Now Python provides many built-in functions for strings. One of the useful function is len. It will return the length of the string. So if I want the length of the variable z, I can just mention length of z. So if I execute this, I can get the length of the variable z. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Capitalize. Using this method, the first character of the string becomes capital letter. I have to use z dot capitalize. So if I execute it, sorry, if I execute it, it will show the result here. So you can see it, the first letter of this z variable changes to the capital letter. So it will be perfect for starting sentences. Now another method called lower. So in this method, we can convert all characters to the lower case. Suppose I'm giving an instead of this, I'll show the example here. If I'm giving all capital letters, by using this lower method, we can convert all characters to lowercase. So if I execute it, you can see it here. So I'm giving capital letters, and if I use this dot lower function, I'll get the lowercase character. It is great for normalizing the text. Another function called upper. Using this upper function, you can make the entire string to the uppercase. I'll show it here. So in Z variable, all letters are in lowercase. Now I'm going to convert this all letters into the uppercase characters. So you can see it here. Now another method called count. So using this method, we can count the number of occurrences of a substring. So I'll show the example here. Welcome to my channel. If I mention E, I can I can see the number of occurrences of E in this Z. Oh, sorry. I have to mention S here. Now if I execute it, it will show 3 E's. So in this string, we can see 3 is. It helps in finding how many times a word appears. You can also give 2. See, it is showing 1. Another method called find. So using this method, we can search for a substring and it returns its index. So if I want first index of E in S, I can use find method. So using this method, we can find the first occurrence of a substring. And another method called replace. So using this method, you can replace a substring. See, here it shows old string, old substring and updating substring. If you execute this, see the string changes to welcome to our channel. So this method is perfect for text updates. Another method called split. Using this split method, we can split a strings into list of words. So s dot split. If I use this method and if I'm giving space here, now so based on the specified delimiter, it will split a string into list. See, you can observe. Now I'll store this thing in a variable called j. Another method called join. So using join method, it will joins elements of a list into a string. Now I can join using this join method. I can join these all words in a list. So you can see it here. Welcome to my channel. So using this method, we can join elements of a list into a string. So it is perfect for creating sentence from a word. Another method called strip. So using this method, it will remove leading and trailing white spaces. So if I'm giving spaces here, so using this method s dot strip, it will remove the leading and the trailing spaces. So you can see it here. So if I just print yes here, the result will be like this. So you can observe the space here. So using the using the strip method, the leading and the trailing white spaces can be removed. So another method called starts with. So using this method, we can check if a string starts with a specified prefix or not. Starts with. I'm giving we. Welcome. So if I execute this, it will result a boolean value which represents true in this case. Because this s string starts with the welcome word. So that's why it is giving true here. So if I mention I here, now it will result false. So because I is not present in this string. So another method called ends with. We can check using this method, we can check if a string ends with a specified suffix. So if you execute this, it will show false because this string is not ends with the welcome. So it's basically we can use this ends with whenever we are checking the file extensions. So that's it for this video. We have covered some methods in string. I hope you found this session informative and useful. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.